Hey, what's up guys? Blake from Matt Kite here. We're down in the Exumas, the friends here. We're at some sandbar here, but the tide is pretty high, so we're gonna rig the kite off the boat, and I'm gonna show Richard, Jason, and Christoph how to rig a kite off the boat when it's deep water here. It's about 6 feet, and how to do it off of a small boat because you don't always have a big catamaran. So. First off, you need some leashes and ropes so that you can tie them off the cleat. So the first thing you want to do is hook a line to one cleat on one side, just like that. And then this will be for either your bar or your kite. And what you do is you just hook your leash to that. Throw the line out there so that your kite can be out in the water on one side. You got a line over here. Hook it up on the other side. You put another leash right here on this one. You'll attach your kite to one and your bar to the other. We got our kite here. Usually what I like to do is you always want to rig the kite first, because if you leave the lines out there dragging, then they'll get wrapped up and get tangled. So you want to do your kite after or your bar after the kite. I got a 12 meter here. Every boat's a little different, but you usually want to rig the kite off the back of the boat unless you swing the front around, because that way the wind blows it and doesn't hit the top of the boat or anything. So just rig the kite off, pump it up off the back of the boat. Kite pumped here off the back of the boat. You always want to kind of keep in mind the current as well, because if you put it on this side and then the current's going this way, then your kite's going to get dragged into the motor. So you want to put your kite, whichever cleat is with the current and the downwind side here. So I'm going to choose this one here. Just bring the line in. You just hook this here, clip it on there, and then you flip it over. Let the kite go like that. So the biggest thing when you're rigging the kite off the boat is that the kite is here and you're going to run the lines around and come in on the backside, because you don't want to run them under when you're in the water. So you want the bar to be backwards. So usually red is on the left, so you're going to flip it over so that red is on the right side. So as you come around, you're coming in on the backside, and then you'll attach the lines from behind. So it's pretty deep here. It's like 6-8 feet and there's a strong current. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upwind, and if you have shallow water, then it's good to try and run your lines in the shallows if possible, and then you'll swim it around. If you're in deep water, swim it around to the back of the kite. So this is if a lot of people have videos on how to rig it where you pre-rig your kite on the beach, but a lot of times you just want to go out there and you choose which kite to use for the wind conditions. So this is how you rig a kite off of a boat completely without having your kite pre-run. So I'm going to jump in the water, show you how it's done. So I got the bar here, and I'm actually just going to do it in deep water because it's a lot harder that way, and then that way if that's your situation, then you'll know how to do it. If it's shallow, then it's a lot easier. So I'm going to swim it out and show you how that works, which is pretty difficult, but at the same time, do what you got to do to get out and kite. So first off, you just let the lines out and you let them drift downwind. You let them all out, and then I'll swim in the water, separate them, and then run it, swim it around to the back of the kite. So here, just let our lines out, and then just want to make sure that they're drifting in the water. You don't want them to all stay in one place, because then they can get in a big mess. So right now the current's pretty good, so I'm just letting them out, and then they're going to drift down towards the kite.
Catch yellowtail, Nick.
So then what you can do is here, you you can actually do it this way too. Let me show you another option. So if you don't have an extra line, another thing you can do is you can hook your bar directly to here. Just click it in like that. So I'm just going to do it that way for now.
Right into the cleat.
Right into the cleat. So you can do it either off of a line if you have an extra leash in the line, or you can just do it straight off the cleat. So what you do is you get your bar, so that red, yellow, orange, white, whatever bar you have from which brand. The left side is backwards. You separate the lines, just like that. And then I like to put my legs in between the lines. Like this, so that as I'm swimming, then they'll stay just like separated.
No wallet check.
No wallet.
Phone check.
It's happened a couple times this trip.
I got the phone.
So I got the lines here separated like this, and what I'm going to do is just swim downwind until they're straight, and then I'm going to swim back into the current with the lines separated and attach them to the kite.
Green to green and red to red. That's how we
Yep.
do it.
Here we go.
How's the current?
Pretty good.
All right.
All right. How's the current?
Pretty good. Whew.
Good job, Blake.
All right. So now, got my lines attached. I'm gonna run the kite out to the edge of the wind window. What you can do is you can either just let it drift and catch it, but if you have shallow water, like it is over here, a little deeper over there, you can actually walk the kite to the edge to check your lines before you let it go. Just because if you let it go, there is something wrong with the kite. What can happen is then the lines tangled will make it spin and could drag your boat, or your kite could go to the other side and crash. So
I know about that.
just taking a breather real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bar on that side because I want to run it over there. This is a little shallower. You might be able to walk and disconnect it.
Move your kite.
The line's over the motor. Put in the, attaching the bar back to the cleat. Click it in like that. Now I'm gonna, got the waves in here. So you pull the kite in like this. You can disconnect the line, keeping a good hold on your kite so it doesn't fly away. That in there. You're gonna flip it over to whichever side you're gonna launch, which is over here. You're gonna jump in and swim it to the edge of the wind window.
Kite's gonna be perpendicular.
So it looks good. All right, so I got it all. It's looking good. None of the lines are tangled here. You don't have to worry about detangling the center lines because at the bar you can untwist it. So that's why you just worry about separating the outside from the inside lines. And you can do it at the bar here. Kite's good. In light winds, it may drift downwind, but right now it's pretty good. So
What would you do if you had the lines crossed or inverted?
the lines are crossed and inverted. What you want to do is just attach the leash to here, and then you eject it so it falls and it doesn't keep flying in the sky. So
And
lines
then
are
and then
inverted.
start all over.
You can start over. So yeah, it's not easy to do this, but this is how you do it if you need to go. And then right here, launch the kite, and you're good to go. Yeah, so if the current's strong, like right here, it's going pretty fast that way. As I'm swimming, if I'm not a strong swimmer, I can get pulled downwind in the deep water. So I just used my lines to pull me back to shore, just to save some energy so I can go have a better session. So you just use this bottom inside line to pull yourself back up, and then yeah, you're good to go. So yeah, that's how you rig a kite off a boat if you're in deep water. If you're in shallow water, it's the same thing, it's just a lot easier. So basically, just be careful, always double check your lines, and now you're good to go. That's how you do it.
That's
So
how the
have some
sausage
fun.
is made.
That's how sausage is made.
That's how we bake with legs.
You hook your leash to here before you disconnect it, just in case. See if I can start off the boat here. Ready? Yeah. And then you just start like this.
Seize the kite!